One of the top reasons small businesses fail is they fail to manage their money well. So when this channel started to grow and I decided to turn it into a full-on LLC, I knew that I wanted to apply the profit first method to how I manage my money. But I needed a tech tool to make that happen because my time was limited. I found one that helps me to automate everything on the back end. And in this video, I am going to take you inside of this tech tool so that you can decide if it's a good fit for you. Thank you so much to Relay for sponsoring this video. And without further ado, let's hop in. My name is LaShonda Brown. I am a tech educator, YouTube coach, and speaker based in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. And one of the things that's happened since I decided to step away from being a Squarespace top-level expert to do YouTube full-time is I started to see that I could not do everything manually myself. I decided I wanted to work 20 hours a week, and so there were certain things that needed to be let go of and either automated or delegated so that I can make that happen. And managing my money was one of those things. So I had Mike Michalowicz on the channel in an interview setting. We got to talk one-on-one about what Profit First is. It's actually a best-selling book that you can just purchase. Link is in the description. So if you've never heard of it, you can get caught up. I love the audiobook as well. So feel free to listen to it if you're not much of a reader. The long story short is you need to set up multiple checking accounts to make this process work. Now you can do that with a local bank, but at the end of the day, it can be an accounting nightmare to keep track of all of that. It was really difficult for me to look at our checking accounts and decide at a glance how much money we actually had to spend. Did we have enough money set aside for taxes? How much money could I spend on running ads if I wanted to run an ad for a specific campaign? Do I have money to go to a conference? Do I have money to buy equipment? When you have everything going into the same checking account, it can get really complicated for you to make informed decisions. And so the idea of separating things out, first of all, it helps you to get paid first, which is where the concept of the book came from. But on top of all of that, it helps you to be smarter about where you actually spend your money in your business. But at the end of the day, what I love about this specific tech tool is there will be an immediate payoff to you incorporating this into how you run your business online. Okay, so this is the landing page that they made me, which does a really good job of walking through what the platform actually does. So this gives you kind of an overview of what your dashboard's going to look like when you start your Relay account. One of the things that I love about the platform is there's no minimum balance fees. Not having a minimum balance is huge for Profit First because you're constantly moving money in between checking accounts. You can do up to 20 checking accounts within one profile, which is absolutely incredible. So if you want, a checking account set aside for equipment, vacation, profit, expenses, like however you want to separate your funds, you have so much more flexibility with that because you're not hamstringed by the fact that you have to meet some type of requirement that, you have to have a direct deposit come into this account or you have to maintain a certain balance. They don't do overdraft fees, which is incredible. No account fees, which is awesome. Again, you can do up to 20 checking accounts. They also have savings accounts as well, which you can add to your profile. You can do up to 2 of those. And your interest rate on those are going to vary between 1% to 3%. I'm sure you've been in a situation where you're paying a subcontractor through their invoicing system and it's not integrated with PayPal and you have to type in your card number. In the past, I would have to go find my purse, find my wallet, come on over here, pay the invoice. And now, because of those virtual debit cards, I can just log into my Relay account and beside the card number, the expiration date, and the security code, I can just click on that little copy icon and paste it directly in. I know it's kind of a small thing if you're super small, but if you are a larger business, the amount of invoices you might have to pay in a given month, this could save you so much time in the long run. So they have like those little features and you can kind of see it in this particular screenshot. They have features that make it so easy for you to get access to the information you need so that you can spend more time focusing on running your business and not managing your finances. So you can directly integrate it with QuickBooks or Xero. You can also do ACH payments, wires, and write checks. So it really does function for everything you need for finances for your business. So the flexibility and the ability to really look at business in a more comprehensive way is something that a lot of other institutions just don't get. So I really do feel like Relay has a pulse on what small business owners need. And so this is really the tool that I recommend to anybody who asks, who wants to start a business or wants to start a side hustle and wants to make sure they do it the right way. Another thing to really note about this is that there's an actual bank attached to your Relay account. Relay isn't a bank. So Thread Bank is your actual bank, and Relay is more of the tech tool that's helping to make everything work. So you'll see that when you need to say, look up your bank in another platform, where in the past you would have put a big box name into the search bar, you just type in Thread Bank and it's not a problem. You can link Relay to your existing bank account. And once it's linked, they'll customize this checklist to include all the transactions that need to be moved to Relay from your old account. So there is a certain level of onboarding that happens when you get started so that you don't get overwhelmed making sure that everything is connected properly. I often find myself not only transferring money in between Relay accounts, but connecting it to other banks and other credit unions and transferring money out. So they make that super easy to do as well, that you can access an external bank account within your profile. And so I like that saves me time too. So I'm not like handwriting myself checks to transfer money from Relay to somewhere else. You can give your accounts names to make it easier for you to remember, which will be super helpful when you set up your auto transfer. So I highly recommend that you customize your checking account names. You can actually integrate multiple businesses within the same Relay profile, so you don't have to have separate logins for all of those different businesses. So if you have multiple entities, you can manage them with one set of credentials within your Relay profile. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's giving you ideas for how you can incorporate Relay into how you do business online. If you have questions and you want to ask them in real time, we're hosting a webinar on Halloween. If you're watching this after Halloween, the same link in the description will take you to the replay. For more info, go to LaShondaBrown.com/Relay webinar. Until next time, ta-ta for now.